video project by Noah Hyson. Reader response, questions 1 and 3. I do like the book Midnight's Children. However, at the beginning, I didn't like it very much because I was confused and lost of when the story was taking place. Now I like it because I like how Salim, the protagonist, tells a story to his wife throughout the whole book and how the events he is telling her made him who he is. I would recommend this book to others because it is very interesting in the way that Salim has magical powers because he was born on India's Independence Day at midnight, and that his identity is a big part of him. Plot and structure. In the story Midnight's Children, Salim talks about how he was born at midnight on India's Independence Day and how this causes him to have magical powers. Throughout the book, Salim is telling all of his family stories to his wife, how his family is tied to India's history. There's conflict with Salim and how he believes he has wasted his life doing nothing, that he hasn't made it mean something. Because of this, he decides to tell his wife of all these stories that tied his family to India. Setting, question 1 and 2. This story begins in India during 1915 to 1970. It transitions from past to present, mostly telling the past stories. And the story connects the characters' lives with India's Independence Day and that World War I ends during this. Tone. The author is serious about the story, however, he gets Salim to make a few jokes here and there. The tone affects the story because it makes you think about historical events but in a lighter mood. Character. The character I most identify with is Adam Aziz, because I like to help others just like how he helps his patients. He's a doctor. Also, he questions God a lot throughout the book. He questions its faith and everything. And I also don't know if I do not believe in God. The protagonist of this story is Salim Sinai. He's the narrator of the whole book, and it's in his perspective. The antagonist of the story is history/time because Salim's life is tied to them, and they ultimately will kill him, basically. The characters grow old and become wiser in their decisions. The theme and diction style. This book is saying that people need to trust their gut and that fate is something that you won't escape. The author conveys the mood of the story by letting it be in Salim's point of view. That this created a more relaxed and humorous mood. Images and symbols. One object is a silver spittoon. It symbolizes Salim's memories after he lost them. He held on to this object without knowing what it was. This object is something Salim would spit into. However, when he lost his memories, he did not remember this. There was also a sheet that had a hole in it. It was a 7-inch hole to look through. It represented different things for different couples in the story. For Adam, the doctor, and his wife, it represented how he fell in love with her in pieces, because she was his patient, and he couldn't see all of her out of respect. And for Salim's parents, it represented voids that were unfilled, because his mom was never fully in love with his dad.